Hello everybody, so today we're working on the Sportsman. Just going to do a quick rack install, rack extender for the front of the machine today. Right now there's no rack on it, and this is what the rack extender looks like. So plan on doing some trips, and I need something to tie things down to, really. So this is going to work great for that. It'll give me some tie down points, because that's one thing players, they only give you these side bits here. There's nothing like an old classic steel rack. So this will work good. We're going to show you how to install that today and see what kind of difference it makes. All right, so first thing, we're going to open it up here, and we have these two bolts that hold the side bits on, and there's a 10mm nut on the inside, so we need to take that apart there, and that's our main fastening points here. So I'm going to zip it off. Oh, there's one bolt. There we go. There's one side, those are the bolts. They give you new hardware with the rack. So you can either choose to use those bolts, or you can use new hardware. Alright, so next we're going to pop out these little clips here at the front. And they're just a little hole blocker, I think, right now. There's one. And there's the other. So that's our center mount location. So this is the hardware they provide you with the rack. This is what we're going to use. These longer bolts replace the black Torex ones, and then these two shorter ones go into these holes here with the washers. So we're going to get it installed now. Alright, so this is the one of the pieces, the bars that go between the rack, and then you get a drain hole in the bottom, so make sure that's facing down. The two bolts just go through there, pretty simple as far as hardware goes. Stick them right on through, get somebody to hold your rack for you, and start threading. Alrighty, so that's on. Now we do have two smaller bolts that go through the center. Now I do see there is a bit of a gap here. We're hoping that that'll suck that down without prying up too hard on the back of the rack. There's no spaces or anything, which I kind of find odd how it's designed that way, but we'll find out here when we get it on. So we got a nut and a bolt and a washer, I should say, for the inside. So it's just backing on plastic. It just goes up through the bottom here, through the holes where those plastic clips were. So we'll just get our bolts in through there. Just get your bolts up through the inside here. So here's the finished product. Now that it's on there, it looks really good. I'm gonna open it up here. One thing I do like is before, it wouldn't stay up on its own. Just the angle of it, as you can see. But with that rack on there now, it holds itself up, which is awesome. So whenever I'm accessing any of my gear here, it stays up on its own. It's kind of cool. I did have to take these off to get these bolts in a little easier, just because they're kind of in the way. You can tip it back a little farther, but that's easy. Just a couple of 10mm bolts there, and away you go. So super easy job. It only takes about 10 minutes. Besides things not going right, bolts not threading, that kind of thing. Other than that, looks great.